Former President Jacob Zuma said in Parliament in 2012 that his understanding of democracy was that minority communities should have fewer rights than the majority. Sorry, we have more rights here because we are a majority. You have fewer rights because you are a minority. Absolutely. That's how democracy works, he said. This comment sparked significant controversy. Some decided to give the president the benefit of the doubt by explaining that it was not really the ruling party's position and that the president just misspoke. The fact is, however, that President Zuma's comment is very much aligned with a number of similar explanations of the concept of minority rights that were made by other prominent ANC leaders. During the negotiations for a new South Africa in the early 1990s, ANC leader Paulo Jordan acknowledged that the recognition of minority rights was indeed a prerequisite for empowerment and self-determination of minorities, but said that it would be reactionary to acknowledge minority rights in South Africa since the recognition of minority rights was regarded by the ANC as undermining the rights of the majority. President Ramaphosa, who was the chief negotiator for the ANC during the time of the negotiations, made even more alarming comments on how the ANC intended to deal with minorities if the party were to come to power. In his memoirs, political veteran Dr. Mario Oriani Ambrosini wrote what Ramaphosa confided to him in a private conversation in the early 1990s. He wrote, "In his brutal honesty, Ramaphosa told me of the ANC's 25-year strategy to deal with the whites. It would be like boiling a frog alive, which is done by raising the temperature very slowly. Being cold-blooded, the frog does not notice the slow temperature increase. But if the temperature is raised suddenly, the frog will jump out of the water." He meant that the black majority would pass laws transferring wealth, land and economic power from white to blacks slowly and incrementally, until the whites lost all they had gained in South Africa, but without taking too much from them at any given time to cause them to rebel or to fight. AfriForum wrote an open letter to Ramaphosa to explain his statement, but Ramaphosa did not respond, nor did he deny making such a statement. Zuma's sentiment on minority rights was also echoed in 2017 by the ANC spokesperson Zizi Kodwa, when members of the mostly coloured community of Eldorado Park in Johannesburg protested the appointment of a black principal at a local high school. Kodwa responded that people who had played an integral part in the struggle should not feel as if they had been reduced to the status of a minority group. My name is Ernst and this is your fact sheet.